Hello friends, welcome to my channel Katha Manthan. Today I am going to tell you an ISC short story Fritz. Introduction of the story. Fritz, meaning disambiguation, is a masterpiece by Satyajit Ray, bordering on mysterious storyline, blending the elements of real, the fanciful and the weird. The writer is successful in building up the atmosphere of suspense and mystery, gradually unplotting the plot, slowly and finally ending with a sting in the tail. The reader is landed into confusion as to the reality of Fritz, a Swiss doll of an old man. Is he really a ghost? And if so, what kind of ghost is it? So दोस्तों, फ्रीज स्टोरी सत्यजीत राय द्वारा लिखी गई है। इन कहानी में सत्यजीत रे ने हम लोग को एक फ्रीज नाम के स्विस डॉल से मिलाया है, जो कि एक ओल्ड मैन का डॉल है, और जिस बच्चे का ये डॉल है उसका नाम है जयंतो। और जयंतो एक्चुअली में स्टोरी में एक कंफ्यूज कैरेक्टर दिखाया गया है। वो इस बात से कंफ्यूज है कि फ्रीज डॉल एक्चुअली में डॉल है या घोस्ट यानी कि भूत। The central character of the story, Jayanto, had a Swiss doll of an old smiling man. The doll was named Fritz, and Jayanto became friendly with the converging with the doll for hours together. Jayanto was then only 6 years of age. One day, a few street dogs tore the doll into pieces. Jayanto buried the doll in the garden of their bungalow under a deodar tree. So friends, जयंतो बहुत ही ज़्यादा अपने डॉल के प्रति फ्रेंडली था। जयंतो जब 6 साल का था तो वह घंटों अपने डॉल्स के साथ बात करता था, और एक दिन जब कुछ कुत्तों ने उसकी डॉल को फाड़ दिया तो उसने क्या किया, देवदार ट्री के नीचे वाली मिट्टी में उसने उस डॉल को गाड़ दिया, मानो वो डॉल जयंतो के लिए मर गई हो। About 31 years later on, Jayanto returned to that place. Memories of his childhood days crept into his mind slowly. The story took a weird turn when one night Jayanto got a creeping feeling of something walking on his quilt. Next morning, Jayanto found some circular marks on his quilt and declared that the doll, Fritz, had indeed crept into his mind room and left footprints on his quilt. Shankar, who was accompanying Jayanto, an actual teller of the story, decided to free Jayanto of the weird whims and suggested that the ground below the deodar tree where the doll had been buried be dug. Mystically, when the ground was dug, a foot-long perfect human skeleton was unearthed, just about the length of Fritz. 31 ईयर्स बाद जब जयंतो वो जगह पे दोबारा गया तो उसकी बचपन की यादें ताज़ा हो गई। वहाँ पे उसने अपना जब रात गुजारा शंकर के साथ, जो कि वो उसका फ्रेंड था, उसने कुछ अजीब सा चीज़ डिस्कवर किया। वो था कि उसकी जो रज़ाई थे, उस रज़ाई के ऊपर फ्रीड्स यानी उसके स्विस डॉल के मार्क्स थे। उसे ऐसा लग रहा था कि रात को कोई उसके ऊपर चल रहा है। शंकर उसकी सारी बातों को मानो जैसे उसकी इमेजिनेशन समझ रहा था, इसलिए उसने उसको सजेस्ट किया कि हम लोग नेक्स्ट दिन वहाँ पे जा कर के वो जो डॉल है उसको मिट्टी से निकालेंगे। अब तुम टेंशन मत लो और हम लोग नेक्स्ट दिन देखते हैं क्या होता है। द मास्टरी इन ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ टाइम बाय रे इज नीटली सीक्वेंस्ड इन द प्लॉट ऑफ द स्टोरी एज द स्टोरी swings backward and forward. A visit to Bandi, Rajasthan with his companion, Shankar proved momentous in Jayanto's life. Jayanto's childhood memories crept in, and obviously his fondness for the Swiss doll Fritz and the deodar tree. After narrating his story, Jayanto and Shankar fell asleep. At this stage, the flashback ended and the plot came back to the present. Jayanto suddenly woke up and told Shankar that something was creeping over his quilt. Jayanto declared that it was Fritz, and the feeling of mystery shrouded the atmosphere. Shankar felt that it was a hallucination, but Jayanto repeatedly asserted that it was the doll. Fritz and even discovered few rounded marks on the cover of his quilt. The mystery further deepened. Shankar wanted to bring his friend Jayanto out of the hallucination and suggest the digging of the place. When the site is dug, a perfect skeleton about the size of Fritz, 12 inches or so, emerged. Here the story ended, leaving the question open. The story, in fact, ended on a note of mystery and suspense. The readers are haunted by the unsolved question, was the doll really an active ghost, a Fritz? दोस्तों, यहाँ पे जब उन्होंने नेक्स्ट दिन वो मिट्टी को गाड़ा तो उन लोग को क्या मिला, एक परफेक्टली 12 इंच का यानी कि स्विस डॉल फ्रीट्स के साइज़ का एक परफेक्ट ह्यूमन स्केलेटन। और यहीं पे हमारी जो स्टोरी है वो एंड हो जाती है, हम लोग के लिए ये प्रश्न छोड़ करके कि सही में वो स्विस डॉल एक इंसान था या घोस्ट। मिस्ट्री स्टोरी एज इट Fritz, theme of the story, dwells on the deep-rooted human being and interest over supernatural. Humans are always fascinated by things and events beyond comprehension and understanding. Ghosts, fairies, witches, demons continue to haunt humans from childhood, even though no logic can be attributed to such bizarre things and happenings. Such things continue to exist in human mind and haunt us since childhood. Many humans even believe in supernatural as real. This story is carried character forward by two main characters, the leading character Jayanto and the narrator Shankar. Jayanto seems to be a believer of supernatural elements on the tattered doll, which he buried 3 decades earlier. Suddenly awake, he feels Fritz creeping and then walking on his quilt. He then discovers rounded marks on the cover of the quilt above his chest. Such an occurrence is logically impossible, but when the site where Fritz was buried 3 decades ago, a Fritz-sized human skeleton was discovered, which gives some credence to his bizarre feelings of Fritz walking over his quilt and the strange markings on the cover of his quilt. What does the author want to establish? Does he want to establish that ghosts and supernatural beings exist, or just it is the figment of imagination, a hallucination, a paranoia? True to the style of a short story, Ray leaves for his reader the speculation with such open ending. Title of the story. The title of the story, Fritz, is very appropriate and suggestive. The whole story revolves around the Swiss doll of a smiling old man, which the seller named Fritz. Jayanto visits Bandi, his childhood town. The thoughts of Fritz leads to a strange and mysterious incident. The discovery of a human skeleton about the size of Fritz baffles and horrifies the readers who are confused. Fritz was an ordinary doll or a ghost in form of a doll. Since the doll Fritz is at the center of the story, the title of the story as Fritz is appropriately applicable and suggestive. So friends, here we are talking about the title of the story. यानी कि हमारा स्टोरी का टाइटल जो कि फ्रीट्स है वो सही है कि गलत है। हमारे हिसाब से टाइटल ऑफ द स्टोरी यानी कि फ्रीट्स बहुत ही सही टाइटल है, क्योंकि फ्रीट्स मतलब डिसएम्बिगुएशन, मतलब एक अनसुलझा रहस्य। और सही सच बात है, ये पूरी की पूरी कहानी एक अनसुलझे रहस्य पे डिपेंड है, जो कि ये है कि हमारा जो स्विस डॉल फ्रीट्स है वो एक्चुअल में एक डॉल थी या फिर एक घोस्ट। Unusual ghost story. A ghost story is often scary and horrific in nature, with an active evil spirit, a ghost or witch, etc. Fritz by Ray is an unusual ghost story. Fritz means inoperative, and hence the doll, a laughing old man, be it ghost or not, is not actively evil or harmful. The story possesses all ingredients of an ideal ghost story: remote location, unusual setting, a circuit house with lots of trees, suspense, creepiness, etc. etc. The only thing missing is an active, evil, and harmful ghost. Only after discovery of white and perfect human skeleton about the size of Fritz, the reader come to the realization of the possibility that inactive toy Fritz may be ghost, not a wicked or harmful but an innocent one. तो दोस्तों, हमारी स्टोरी में ये एक भूतिया स्टोरी है, लेकिन इस भूतिया स्टोरी में हर एक एलिमेंट्स भूतिया स्टोरी के हैं, जैसे कि सर्किट हाउस, बहुत सारे ट्रीज़ होना और मिट्टी के अंदर एक डॉल को गाड़ देना, और भी बहुत सारे एलिमेंट्स जैसे कि रिमोट एरिया, बंडी जैसी जगह में बहुत ही दूर, एक नॉर्मल लोकेशन से दूर जगह पे रहना, और भी एक्सेट्रा चीज़ें. बट द मेन थिंग इज़ दैट वी आर मीटिंग नॉट एन एक्टिव घोस्ट और एन एविल घोस्ट. यानी कि हमारी स्टोरी में जो कि घोस्ट है फ्रीट्स, वो कहीं पे भी हार्मफुल नेचर का नहीं दिखाया गया है. इट इज़ अ वेरी inactive type of ghost story. First hand account of the event. The narrator is a rational school teacher who narrates whatever is seen by him. He is a part of the story and is the eyewitness. Therefore, whatever he narrates is likely to be more realistic and authentic. Language. The story is narrative one with a simple, precise use of words. The language used is denotative and not figurative. Such a story demands use of plain language, short of all ornaments, and that has precisely been done by the author. Yet there is sufficient ingredient to delight us. The descriptive imagery is superb.